Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon. If you have not been here before, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. You guys know what is up with that. So in today's video, we're going to be trying a bunch of new makeup or new to me makeup. One thing I'm most excited about is this little box right here. This is from Kaleidos. It's the Kaleidos and Angelica collaboration. Angelica Nyqvist. Am I saying that right? I always butcher her name. So hopefully I'm saying that right, but we're going to try that palette. It's in this box right here. So beautiful. Like the packaging is stunning. And then I also did get the Space Age Prophecy, the Multichrome highlight from them. So we're going to definitely be playing with that highlight. As you can tell, I'm kind of feeling the blue vibes today. I got the blue background, the blue shirt. Will we do a blue look? I don't know. I'm not big on blue eyeshadow, but there are some pretty blues in there. So we may. Okay, and then I also do have the other more exciting products I have. I had a rewards card for Sephora. I had enough points to get a $100 rewards card. And I purchased the Cafe Collection from Marc Jacobs. I purchased the Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer and Foundation. So we're going to be trying this out as both my foundation and concealer. And then I did pick up the Omega x3 Powder Blush Bronze Highlighter Palette. So this guy right here. So I'm excited to dip into these. I have not tried them. I literally just have the Sephora box over here. And then I do have some products. I've been trying these out though. These are from NYX. It's the like ultra fine or micro brow pencil. I have it in brunette. I have the Lift and Snatch pen. That's also in brunette. And then I do have the brow glue. I've been using all of these products so I can kind of tell you how I feel about them as I use them. I have a little sample size of the Patrick Starr translucent setting powder. I have, this isn't new, but it's new to me because I've never tried this. It's the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara Grand Volume. I don't think I've tried this, even though it's like a cult classic. So I got this as a little reward, added to my order, and we're going to try that mascara out. And then for a lip product, I'm definitely going to go in with this Juvias Place Lip Liner. I've been really liking this, but I haven't shown it on my channel. And then I do have the Catrice Powerful 5 Liquid Lip Balm. Might try this one out. I've only used this once, and then I haven't tried this. I've only swatched it, so I might use this too. It's the Glamlite. I don't know if this is a lip gloss or a liquid lip because I got both. It was in the one of the holiday, the pie collection, but it's in the shade Eggnog, so we may give this a go with the liner, whichever one of these. I kind of want to use like a nudie glossy product. That's really all that I have that's new, but it's pretty much a full face. I probably will powder my full face with the Juno & Co powder. I love this freaking setting powder, but I'm going to try this at least for maybe like under the eyes. I don't know if I can get my brush into this. It's really tiny, so I don't know if I can get my big, this is my powder brush I use. I don't know if it's going to get in with that, but you know, we're going to do our best. But if you guys are interested in seeing me play with all of these new makeup products, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so that was like the longest intro of my life. I think it was like 4 minutes. Way too long for an intro, but you know, it's okay. I have my brushes down here, so if you hear clattering. Oh, and I feel like I really need to like clean my brushes, but it's okay. We're gonna get through it. And I'm just going to use something quick to kind of clean these off. I'm using I'm going to go in with my blinged brush. This is a collaboration with Paige Current. I really love these brushes. This one is the E23. And okay, so let me show you the palette first. Look at her. She's so pretty. There's some spillage here with the blue shadow, but it wasn't broken or anything. But that's these shadows. They are so stunning. And I'm like, what do I want to play with in here? I think I'm going to go in with Queen of Blades, this one right here. It's this kind of teal shade. I don't know, maybe I'll play with the blues today. There's quite a bit of pigment. I have played with Kaleidos shadows before, so hopefully I like this. I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to like blue eyeshadow, so we'll see how it goes. And I just have a concealer down. I actually put that down before I came on camera just because I knew I was going to use the Marc Jacobs product today. We're just going to kind of lightly dust that and blend that out a little bit. And then I'm going to kind of go into Void over here too. I'm really gonna pack that on that outer part of my eye. I was so excited when I seen this collaboration, because as soon as I seen that Kaleidos was collabing with someone, I assumed that it was going to be Angelica. I just did. I assumed it was going to be her because I know she talks about them all the time. So if any collab made sense, it was definitely this collab. And I'm really glad they decided to collaborate with a smaller influencer right away. Like, she has under 100,000. She's still big in my eyes, obviously, because I'm a very small channel, but I'm sure for her it was like mind-blowing to get to collab with a brand that she loves so much. So that was really exciting to see. I always love to see collaborations with smaller creators and indie brands as well. Indie brands have been like kind of my number one in 2020. Going into 2021, I've been loving trying different indie brands. I'm just going to kind of go like that and bring it in slightly here. I'm trying to fix up right here because I didn't want it to come in that far. And I always do my eye makeup before I do my base, because then if I screw anything up, I can just like wipe it off, or I can fix up the outer edges. We're bringing it kind of high, but it's going to be okay. Again, I'm going to just build up that color. I might add in a little bit of this shade down here, which is Cylon. Just add in a little bit of that. See how that goes. We are playing with some pretty deep colors here, so I'm going to clean out the outer edges with probably just going to use some concealer or some of that Marc Jacobs when I go to do that. Sorry, I had that like right in my face. So I have that pretty deep. I feel like I'm like a bit, do I seem a bit bright? Okay, I think that shows the color better. I just turned the lighting down like slightly, just so it's not too crazy. Okay, and I really want that to be impactful. And then I am going to take some, I should have brought a different concealer up and I didn't. That's okay. We're not going to use concealer. We're going to work with these differently. So I'm actually going to take some of this lighter, I think I'm going to take some of the shade down here. Maybe this, do I want to use that shade? No, I think I want to use this kind of blue shade that is 7 of 9. I'm going to take it on this Morphe brush. It's part of the MUA Life set. There's no number on it because it only comes in that set. So I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm going to start placing that here. We're not going to do a really defined cut crease. I'm only going to do one eye on camera too. If not, it'll take me 10 decades. It's already been like 10 minutes of me doing eyeshadow. My face when I do eyeshadow, when I like actually edit this, I'm probably gonna be horrified. It's good I've been talking the whole time. These blend into each other really well, and like this color is so impactful over top of that shadow. Like, I'm quite impressed with that. Okay, and then I think I want to go in with, what do I want to do over it? Do I want to do a green or do I want to do this purple? So I have those two shades. I'm thinking, I don't know, I think that green would look really pretty. And then there's also Astro here. Oh, that shade's beautiful. Okay, I think I want to do a combination of the green and this somehow. I think I want to do this on the middle part and maybe the green on the inner part. Do I want to do that? I think that's what I want to do. Okay, so I'm going to take that same Morphe brush. I just cleaned it off and I'm going to go in with the shade Astro right here. Let's see how I can pick that up. I like generally putting shadows like this on my finger, but we'll try just, yeah, I picked up on the brush. I'm going to place that right here. That is really beautiful. I'll just come in a little closer so you guys can see. Look at the shift on that shadow. It is beautiful. I mean, I had no doubt that this was going to be a really good palette. Ooh, it's really great with the finger. Definitely the finger is the way to go with these like shimmers. Like, look at that. Oh, that's so beautiful. I could just put that on the entire lid and be done, but I really want to use that green shade. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger, I think mostly for that shade. This is the shade Firefly, this one right here. I'm going to pick that up on my finger. So I'm going to go like that. I am getting like the tiniest bit of fallout, but it's nothing like insane. Wow. That is literally so beautiful. Stunning. Wow, I'm so impressed by this. I mean, I knew Kaleidos did really good makeup, but wow. That is seriously beautiful. I'll probably put another shade even in the inner part once I like finish my makeup up, because why the frig not? But that looks absolutely stunning. I'm really liking that. Okay. I'm just gonna tap some more of that deeper shade right there. Just on that outer edge. Okay, okay. Talk to me. I'm liking that. Okay. Let's just like take that down a notch. Okay. What do you guys think? I think it looks really, really pretty. Okay, so I turned my lighting down again just so you could see how beautiful that's looking, but I am like super, super impressed with this. I'm gonna go off camera and actually do this other eye, and then we'll come back and do the rest of my face makeup. Okay guys, so I did go ahead and finish the eyes off camera. I just put some wing liner on. I used the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liquid liner, really good, inexpensive, and then I used the LA Girl Shockwave eyeliner. I don't know what this is called. Gotcha. It's the green one. I put that in the waterline. I really like these. Also, again, very affordable. I do have to blend out a little bit up here, but I'm going to leave it as is for now because we are going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer and Foundation. I'm just going to give myself a little bit of like this action because I had some fallout from the shadows. Like not a ton, but I did have a little bit of fallout from the shadows. Nothing like they're glittery shadows, so you know what I mean. Like it wasn't the matte shadows, but the glittery ones. Not a big deal though, not a big deal. Okay, so this is what the product looks like. I got the shade Light 150, which I believe is light with a neutral undertone. I do like the packaging, very, very cute. And is it, okay. Yeah, so it's a doe foot, kind of different applicator, but it's not that big to use as a foundation, but we're going to use it as a foundation since it claims to be a foundation as well. I think I'm going to use a smaller foundation brush. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills A30. I do like this for blending out foundation, even though it is tiny. I find it's like very precise and it blends the product out well. Now in this Marc Jacobs, you only get 15 mils of product. This is the same as the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I know it's a mouthful, but the bigger Born This Way concealer that came out, the most recent one, this is the same size as that, which is a pretty good size if you're only using this as a concealer. Like it's more than, let's say, the Tarte Shape Tape, which is 10 mils. But if you are using this as a foundation, it like a little better go a long way because you'll probably run through this fairly quickly. For me, having a large collection though, it's not really a big deal because I have tons of other foundations that I can use. But yeah, I thought it would be fun to just like try this guy out. So I'm just gonna try this out, complete first impressions, because I have not tried this yet. It just came out of the packaging. So I'm just gonna put a fair bit on because I am using this, and I'm gonna put some here because I am using this as concealer as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with about that much, and I'm gonna use my Nebula palette just to kind of see my skin. Hopefully this doesn't dry down quickly because I just put that all over my face. We're going to use this, like I said, as concealer as well. So I'm going to go in on those edges. The great thing about having a smaller foundation brush like this is that you can really get into like areas that are harder to get into with a bigger foundation brush. Okay. I'm just doing one side right now. It's looking good so far though. Looks good, especially on camera, I'm not gonna lie. It does seem to be drying down though, so I'm really trying to like work fairly quickly. I should have probably did one side and then went in with the other. The shade isn't too bad either. It actually matches me quite well. And if you are looking, like I'm a true light foundation tone, like I'm not really super fair, but I'm also not light medium, like I'm light, like a true light foundation tone. So if that helps you at all in picking your shade. I have a little bit of a blemish right there. It covered that up really nicely. So on camera, it is looking a bit dewy. I'm not gonna lie, it does look quite dewy on camera, but yeah, it does have a bit of glow to it. I'm not gonna lie, there's a bit of a glow, but definitely more in person. It's giving me more of like a soft kind of natural matte finish. It's nothing too crazy. It definitely does have some glow to it though. Upon applying it, it looks really nice though. Doesn't that look nice? It looks really good on the nose area, right up here, especially on my forehead. Like, it looks super smooth on my forehead. That's a really good sign because this tends to be my problem area. So the fact that it looks so freaking smooth. And I did put a primer on and I have like my skincare on, but just like the normal stuff that I usually use. I use the Juno & Co. Miracle, is it Moonshine Cream? Yeah, I use that and that's like one of my favorites. So okay, I think that looks pretty good. It does have a little tack to it, so we'll see if it like settles down a little bit, but I am gonna set it because I always set my makeup. I have normal dry skin, but I do like to set foundations and stuff just because for me it's just, I don't know, I just like it better, so I always set my products. I just find it lasts better too, so there's that. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with the Patrick Starr, the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. This is just the translucent one. I'm gonna see if I can just tap a little bit into the cap here. And I'm gonna put a little bit of that on my brush. I'm really gonna kind of press that in, and then we're gonna go under my eyes with that powder. Ooh, that is really nice. But like instantly blurs. I really like that. Okay. Okay, Patrick Starr, I'm kind of living for that. I'm gonna powder right there. This is really coming together. I think once we do the brows, it'll look even better. So I'm just gonna powder the rest of my face. I'm gonna put it in like fast motion, and then we will get started on the brows. Okay, so I definitely like how that is looking. Now, I used a Morphe. This is also part of the MUA Life set, as well as this guy. So if you want those brushes, you had to buy that set, but you don't need to buy those. But yeah, so far, it feels really nice and set down. It has like a really like natural kind of matte finish. It does look more skin-like, even though it is, I would say, a pretty high medium to full coverage. Like, it definitely could be built up, I think, because I put quite a bit on the skin. But yeah, it looks really good. Like, it looks like skin with a little bit of something to it, but it's still more of that kind of like natural matte finish. It does look really nice, and I like it set personally better than I did unset, but I like my product always set. So that's just a me thing, but just to let you guys know in case you're curious. So now we're gonna go in with some of these brow products. So I'm gonna use, I got the shade Brunette. I'm gonna go in with, this is supposed to be waterproof, and this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. So it's just got the spoolie on the edge, and it's the really fine tip, similar to the CoverGirl one that I love. You guys know I love the CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil and like all of those products. So I'll link that video where I like show you my brows that I usually do, but we're gonna go in with this for now. Hopefully my lighting doesn't get crazy because it's getting dark and I need to like move this along. But I'm just gonna start with flicking my brow hairs up like right here. We are gonna go with the pen, so I'm not gonna do anything too crazy right here yet. I'm more gonna create a line. This isn't like my perfect shade for my brows, but it works. I find this shade goes pretty good with my current like hair color, so that's what we're rolling with today. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this up. Again, I'm just gonna go in lightly because I do want to go in with the pen. Okay, so that is that filled in. This works really nice. I've been using these actually all week, so I do really like these products. I think they're worth the coin. They're not like that expensive compared to like what the drugstore is at right now, so I don't think it's that bad. I'm gonna go in with the pen now, and you want to go from the bottom and flick up. You never want to go this way with it because you want the thinner parts to look like hair at the top. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna flick it. This will give you kind of more of a natural like hair look. And I'm kind of more about those kind of brows right now, so I like the more defined outer edge and then the less defined inner part to my brows so you can see some hairs. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do with that. I'm gonna do this other brow off camera, but you can see like how much of a difference brows make. Like I literally have no brows. Like it's so annoying. I'm gonna go in with the brow gel. So it's this guy right here. This is a pretty thick brow kind of glue, so just be aware if you don't like something like this, like you can feel it in your brows. I do find it sets down nicely and it does keep my brows pretty good throughout the day. Will it replace my CoverGirl? I don't know. I really like that one because I like that one's almost like a colored gel that almost has the glue properties, and I can do my brows really quickly with that one. So I don't know if this will absolutely replace it, but I do think this product is a decent product, and I think it does a pretty good job. I do want to fix one spot though. Like I'm missing, yeah, right there. Okay. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Again, one spot. Okay, the great thing about a pen is that you can really get precise in where you need to fill in or fix. So I really, really enjoy this. And I do like the brow glue. I don't think you need this, but if you want to really like hold those hairs up, specifically like by the front of your brow, I think this is a good product. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one off camera, and then we will come back and we will get into that face palette. Voila. All right, so the brows are done. So now we're going to go in with this Marc Jacobs Cafe Omega ×3, the powder blush bronze highlight palette. So I'm excited for this. I love the packaging. Look at the packaging. So, so pretty. I love the Marc Jacobs, like these bigger compacts. I think they're so, so pretty. And this one is the one that's supposed to be for lighter skin tones. I really think that highlight that was so dark. I think they should have switched the highlights out, to be honest. Look how dark that looks. Ugh, I'm hoping this works on my skin, but I don't know. I'm going to go in first with the Tantastic bronzer, and I'm going to go in with a Blinged Brush F23. So we're going to use this guy. And it's actually quite like good size pan, so I can dip in there quite easily. So I'm going to go ahead and just dip into that, pick up some product. We're going to go right here on my skin. It's blending out nicely. I haven't had this bronzer for a really long time. I used to own it, but then I guess I just got so many bronzers in my collection, and I actually did hit pan on this one, which is really weird, but it tells you that I did actually really like this. So it is a good bronzer. I've heard a couple people say they found this different than the original. Like I said, I haven't used it for a long time, so I can't really speak to that, but I will say it's blending out really nicely. So that makes me happy. Even if it's not the exact same, as long as it blends out nicely, I'm pretty happy with that. But I can see if it is a little bit different, people being a little bit frustrated about it, just because a lot of people like love that. And it's always on sale at Sephora, so I'm kind of wondering if Marc Jacobs is actually like getting rid of it. Are you, Marc Jacobs? Are you getting rid of the Fantastic bronzer? I don't think it would make sense because I feel like it's like one of their more popular products in their collection. Like, I feel like it did better than the black compact, which I believe that shade is in the other one, which is great because it's for deeper skin tones. But I feel like this one did really, really well, like this shade in particular. So I'd be really surprised if they did get rid of it. Maybe they're getting rid of all of the compact bronzers and just switching to something like this, but I don't know. Is this limited edition? I didn't even check. I should have probably like did my research before I popped on camera, but I really just wanted to try this stuff out. And I probably wouldn't have gotten this if I didn't have a rewards card. But yeah, it looks pretty. Blend it out fairly nicely over that foundation as well. I always find though this side, and it's not the product, this side always blends nicer than this side on my skin. I have no idea why. Always. I always have a patchy spot no matter what I do. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know why that is, but it's been like that my whole life. So I'm not going to blame that on the bronzer. I like to put a little bit right here too, just to make my chin more defined. Okay, so then we're going to go in with the blush. And I'm going to use a blinged brush, same part of that same collection in F24, and I'm going to go in with that little blush. This is kind of like a peachy looking blush. From like my opinion, it looks pretty peachy. I think a lot of people would like this shade. It's pretty. It's not like overly, I like a really poppy blush. It's not like uberly pigmented, and I like to bring it over here. Yeah, it's not as pigmented as other blushes that I have in my collection, which may be good for probably most people, but I do tend to like a more poppy blush. That's just like my preference when it comes to a blush. I like something to really, really show up. Now, I may show up more, like I have kind of bad lighting right now, so you guys can't tell, but like in front of me I do, and I like to kind of go like this too. It does look really pretty though. Yeah, it looks really pretty. It's a pretty shade. I think it's pretty like universal. Like a lot of people would like this that are in my kind of skin tone range. So that's really awesome. Now I'm going to try this highlight. Let me just swatch this. It feels really nice. Yeah, that looks so dark. I might be able to make that work. I don't know. It's kind of like a peachy tone. Yeah, it definitely has peach to it, like a peachy gold tone. So we're just going to put it on, even if it is a little bit. I'm just going to kind of blend it into the blush, maybe. Yeah, I feel like I do get a little bit of a gray cast with this. Like, I feel like it's a little bit too dark for me. I will say in the summertime or when I'm a bit more tanned, I think this will work better. But this definitely has a little bit too much of a deepness to it for me, for my skin tone. It's fine. I am kind of disappointed. Like, I wish they had have like matched up the highlights to the palettes. Like, I felt like the pink shade, even though they say it's rose gold, it didn't look super rose gold. I felt like that one would work better. I want to try this Kaleidos highlight, and I put this on. That's okay. We're going to put that Kaleidos one over top because it's like a multi-chrome. So I'm fully expecting it'll actually help this highlight because this is a little too dark for me. But yeah, you got to see this one, but I did plan on using the Kaleidos one alone, but it's okay. We'll try it in another video. I am going to still try it because I really want to get that on my face because I've never tried like a multi-chrome highlighter, and I just find it super exciting to try. So yeah, so we're going to try it. We're just going to go with the flow on this. Okay. All right. So we're done with that. So again, that highlighting brush, I just dropped my highlighting brush. Again, though, that is part of the MUA, the Morphe set, if you are curious. Okay, so what do we want to do next? I think I want to finish off the eyes, and then we're going to go in with a lip and mascara. So we'll finish off the eyes really quickly first. I'm just going to take a little blender brush. I think I'm going to go in with this little one from Bling Brushes again, and I'm going to go in with that kind of, what I want to do, I think I'm going to do this blue and then blend it out with this kind of peachy shade, just to add in like another layer of color. So I'm just going to really put that on the outer edges. This is a great brush for like detail work. Works really, really well. And this is the shade Void I'm going in with, in case you're curious. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a bigger brush, actually. I'm gonna take another one from Bling Brushes, this one right here. And I'm gonna go into that kind of peachy shade, Samus, I think it's called. I'm really butchering these names. I'm just gonna kind of use that to blend that shade out. I'm so sorry. I know I keep my mouth open when I like do eyeshadow. It's so distracting. I really should try to like not do that, but it, you know, it's just, it's me. Okay, I like that. I just want that to show up lightly. Go like that, okay. Yeah, so it looks pretty. It looks like pretty like light and diffused. Nothing too crazy on that lower lash line, but I do like the look at that. I feel like I do need a little bit more Void though. Just here. So I want that to be a bit deeper, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I kind of finished deepening that outer part up just off camera because I was getting a little like crazy with that because that's me. This video is probably 100 years long. It's going to be a nightmare to edit. Like, honest to God, it's going to be a nightmare to edit. All right, so I'm going to go in with, I think, this green shade. I'm going to put this down here. I really want to tie that more in. Ooh, these are a little bit crumbly, so just be careful with going in like ham with your brush. Those like iridescent shades can really make a little bit of a mess. That was user error though. I was kind of just diving right into it. Okay, that looks really pretty. I really like that. Okay, so now we're gonna dust off. I'm just gonna kind of go like this. Kind of get off any excess that might have fallen there, but the eyes are looking pretty freaking good. I'm not hating my eyes. I'm just gonna kind of go up here and just kind of blend a little bit with a brush that has no product. I'm gonna put a like highlighty color up here, so I don't want to do anything too crazy as far as like blending this out, because I'm gonna put a lighter color up there. I'm liking how this is looking so far. It's looking pretty freaking good. So I'm gonna take that same brush after I clean it off, and I'm gonna go in with an inner corner highlight. I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Nova. We're gonna dip into that. Oh wow. That's like actually stunning. Look at that shadow. Angelica, you really are coming out with like a really good palette here. This is stunning. I can see me playing with this all the time. I love unique palettes like this. I just like something different for color stories. It's nice to see. It's refreshing. You see a lot of the same things over and over again. So good on you, because that is a really, really beautiful shade. Love it. I'm so excited. So excited again to have this palette and to just kind of play with it more, but I think that is looking good so far. And what do we want to do on the upper part of my eye? Let's go in. I'm going to go in with this bigger brush because I think I'm going to take, that same shade I just used and pop it here. I know it's a bit different, but like, let's be honest, this whole look is a bit different, right? Okay, it's looking good. Okay, I'm pretty stoked about that. Okay, so we pretty much have the face done. So I'm gonna spray it with, do I have setting? Oh, yes, I do. I have the Charlotte Tilbury spray. So I'm gonna spray it. So I'm gonna put that on for setting spray. I love the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. It literally makes your makeup last forever, which is really awesome. And I sometimes like to put setting spray on before I do highlight. So I'm going to put that on before, obviously, I put on the Kaleidos highlight. We're going to go in with the Space Age Prophecy highlight. This is the Multichrome highlight from them. This is the beautiful packaging. And then it had like a slip cover thing over it. And that's the product right there. Look at that. And I'll do a swatch. Look at that. That would be a beautiful eyeshadow too. Like, I am so stoked to get this on my face. So I'm going to go in with my Bling Brushes highlighting brush. So I'm just going to kind of pick up some product. It picks up really easily. So I'm going to pick up some product and then we're going to go in. Oh, look at that. That is like the star of the show. Look at that. Oh my goodness. On top of the eyeshadow palette, but probably shouldn't have did that, but that is actually insane. Look at that. Like, probably one of the coolest highlights I have ever seen. I am so shocked right now. Look at that. You can actually see the color shift. I love that. Wow, A+ on this Kaleidos. Like, I love their highlights, so I'm not surprised that I love this, but this is absolutely stunning. Like, stunning, stunning, stunning. So I am blown away by that. Yes, just give me more. Give me more shades. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Lancome Monster Big Mascara. I just have this little sample size. We'll see what it's like. I've heard my friend Jasmine, she said she really likes this mascara. I doubt you're going to be able to see much because I have wing liner on, but I'm going to go in with it anyway and just see what I can do. It's doing decent. Is it my favorite off first application though? It's not. It's not as lengthening as other mascaras that I have. Like, I have the Essence one that I find more lengthening, and that one's like way more inexpensive than this. So this is nice. I just don't think it'll become a favorite just from that first like kind of layer of it. I know when I'm gonna love a mascara, and this is okay. I just don't think it's like I said, I don't think it's going to be #1 in my collection. So I'm going to go in with my Essence Bold Forever or Ever 24-Hour Volume Mascara because I think this is better. And I'm going to really kind of build up those lashes. Alright guys, so I finished off the mascara, so that is what it's looking like. I did end up going in, like I said, with that Essence mascara. That one was not like my absolute favorite. So I'm going to go in now with the Juvias Place, the Luxe Liner in Love Me. We're going to put this guy on. I have been really into the Juvias Place liners. I need to order more. I think they're awesome. I need to also not talk when I do this. Okay, so I have that all lined. So I'm going to go in. I think I'm going to go in with this Glamlite one in Eggnog. I'm not sure, like I said. I can't remember if this is a liquid lip or a gloss. I think it's a gloss, though. Yeah, it's definitely feeling kind of like a gloss initially. We'll see how it dries down. That shade is really pretty. It is kind of like, it's kind of sticky if I'm being honest. Like, I don't know if that'll be my favorite. It has a different scent. It has a nice scent. I'm going to put a little bit of this Catrice one. Ooh, I really like that. It's a little lighter, and this is like, this is really nice. I like this. This is like really smooth. It feels really good on the lips. Not that I don't like the Glamlite, but it's a little bit of a stickier formula, like thicker. But I really like I like this Catrice one. Ooh, this is really nice. I'm gonna have to get more of these as well. Is there more shades in this? I'm assuming there is, but I like that. So I think that's it. Like, I think that's the finished, look. So I'll just take my hair out so it doesn't look as, you know, insane. All right, guys, so that is actually the finished look. What do you think? I really, really, really love this palette. I think it's absolutely beautiful. You guys can see it turned out really nice. The shadows blended pretty well together. I'm not an expert at using blue shadows, so this is in no way perfect, but I think that it turned out pretty good for me being, like I said, not an absolute expert at using shades like this. And I just love the color story. I think it's beautiful. There are some fallout with the shadows when you tap into them. And I did get some fallout with the glittery shades, but nothing major that I couldn't wipe away. Overall, I'm really happy for Angelica. I think this was an amazing collaboration for her and Kaleidos. I'm so excited, and I would buy anything I think they release because this is really awesome. The highlighter, I mean, the highlighter is like nothing I have ever seen before for the shift, and it's so wet looking. Love this. I do like Kaleidos highlights, but this is definitely my favorite I've tried. The Marc Jacobs foundation so far is looking really, really beautiful on my skin. It looks nice. It has a nice, like it says, it's more of a natural finish. It is definitely a medium to full coverage. I will have to try this like more and actually do a wear test. I'm probably not going to do that because it's later in the evening, but I will try this more and keep you guys updated because of course this could like fall to shit within like a few hours. So I'll have to like test it out, but I do think it looks good and it worked for both a concealer and a foundation for sure. I will say the applicator is more for a concealer and you would run through this pretty quickly if you're using it for a foundation. But so far so good, so I'm excited for that. The palette I'm kind of like on the fence about. I think it worked nicely. I like the shades. Obviously, I like the bronzer. The blush is okay. It's nothing like I don't have in my collection already, and I actually like I'm not obsessed with the formula. I think you would be if you like a more subtle blush, but I found this to be subtle. Maybe it's just my lighting. I don't know. I held to use this again. The highlight was probably the most disappointing for me because it is geared more for like a medium or higher skin tone in my opinion. It's like a golden peach shade. So for me, like, I don't know. I wish they had put a highlight that kind of matches what this is for, which is for lighter skin tones. There is a deeper palette. It could have easily went into that deeper palette. So I don't know. I'm not crazy about this. I think it's nice. I don't think I would be happy if I actually paid for this, but I got this with a gift card. Not that it's bad, like I said, I don't know, there's just something about it that's a little off for me. The brow products, I already said I've been trying these. I like the brow products. I think they're awesome. A good option at the drugstore. NYX is a bit more pricey, but still good nonetheless. I liked the lip products and the mascara, the Lancome Mascara. And it's okay. It's not my favorite. I don't find it super lengthening. It does give really good volume though, which is what it claims to do. And this One Star, what's it called? Is it One Star? Yeah, or no, One Star. It's one size. This one size powder is really nice. I really like how this looked on my skin. I actually would be tempted to buy a full size, but I don't need it right now. I have tons of powders. And I do actually really love my Juno & Co. I didn't end up using it in this video, but I love this powder. So I'm just going to use the mini, the one that I got with my order. I don't need a new one right now, but it's nice. But yeah, overall, everything I tried turned out pretty nice. Like I found it, like I got a nice look out of everything. I'm happy about it. You guys will have to let me know what you think of the eye look. I think it turned out stunningly beautiful and I cannot wait. These are definitely the stars of the video for me and I cannot wait to play with them more. But yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure you do give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below and hit the bell notification to stay up to date with my videos because you know I'm not the most freaking uploader. I'll tell you that in every video. Let me know what you think of my little backdrop I kind of made. I don't know, it kind of works and I think it worked especially with this video and I kind of went along with the theme. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I love you guys so, so much and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.